Hey everybody, welcome to this very special stream. This is a live stream today. We're going to talk all about independence, what it is, why you need to know about it. We're going to check out some new stuff coming up with Estepario. We were discussing this earlier. It's El Estepario Seberiano.
Not El Estepario.
Not Estepario, Estepario.
No, yeah, Estepario.
Estepario. I'm Kyle. That's Dave.
Hi.
And we're going to talk all about that cool stuff. We're going to give away prizes. We're going to give away this friggin' drum set. Let's start with that. Let's not give it away yet.
But this actual one?
This drum set.
That's a sweet kit. If you don't know what that is, that's the new Alesis Strata kit. Man, is it cool. Sounds great, feels great. I'll play it a little bit in this lesson, or in this masterclass. I guess we're calling this a masterclass.
We're calling it a masterclass, but it's really going to be a hang talking about what independence is, why you need to know it, why it's going to make you a better drummer. And we're going to talk a little bit about a really cool new course we have coming out right away.
Well, that's kind of the big reason why we wanted to do a live event like this, is because we just launched the El Estepario.
You can't remember the name of it, can you?
No, it's 30-day independence. I'm just trying to remember if it started already, but no, it starts on May 6th.
That's right.
But we've launched it. So you can go and sign up right now. Go to drumeo.com. All the information's there. You do get some free goodies with it as well. But registrations are going to be closing on Monday, and then the course actually starts. It's going to be awesome. We've never done anything like this with him.
No.
We did a couple videos way back when where he did some speed building. I think we just replaced Jared's fastest way to get faster.
Yeah.
But no, it's really cool. It's a whole 30-day challenge cohort, all on independence. And if you don't know who El Estepario is, where have you been? Are you under a rock? I think the guy is blown up. I think he has more subscribers than Drumeo does.
He does.
It's crazy.
He actually does.
Yeah. And I've been following him. I think I started following him on TikTok way back in the day. But he's like that drummer that just can do basically anything on the drums.
Yeah, and he attributes a lot of that to his ability to have really strong independence on the drum set.
Yeah.
But why take it from what we're talking about? Let's see what he's talking about. This is actually the trailer for what you're going to be talking about. So here is the 30-day...
You don't even know what it is.
Hang on, let me check my notes.
Yeah. 30-day independence trailer. Here we go. Check it out.
You are stuck. You have played the drums for months, maybe years, and you can do the basics, but you keep playing the same beats and feels over and over again. Independence will take you to the next level. 30-day independence will teach you how to unlock your limbs on the drums in just 30 days. You learn by doing, by practicing along with me for 10 minutes every single day. A new lesson unlocks every morning. You just got to load it up and play along. Got it? Hey, got it?
I wasn't paying attention.
And that's okay. If you get stuck, we will meet up at the end of each week for a live session where I'll answer your questions and keep you motivated to finish the course.
I don't know, man. My body just doesn't work like that.
Come on, listen to me closely. Vos podés nacer pelotudo, pero morir pelotudo es una lástima, boludo. By the end of the month, you will be able to use all your limbs evenly and have the skills to create your own 4-way grooves. And if you can't, you'll get your money back.
Is that it?
Not even close. Plus, you will have lifetime access to the course to return to your favorite daily workouts forever. This is your chance to build a consistent practice routine and get to the next level of your drumming. 30-day independence starts this May and enrollment is open now. Click on the link to save your seat and I will see you inside the course.
Heck yeah.
That's amazing.
That is going to be such a cool course. We've never done anything quite like that. We've done lots of independence lessons, and here's the thing. We're going to talk about this in a little bit, the evolution of education in the independence realm, because it started like with just basic stuff. Then it got into books, and Drumeo has done things like the Independence Made Easy pack. That was a 6-month course. I think Jared taught that one. And if you're a member of Drumeo, you've seen tons of courses on independence that we've done, but this one's done just a little bit differently. The way that we've learned from like 30-day drummer and 30-day chops, the way that you only do 10 minutes a day and you kind of build off of everyone, but most importantly, it's fun. You play along with music. You got Estepario joking with you, hanging with you the whole time, and you get to actually chat with him at the end of the week in live Q&A sessions. It's just a really cool way of doing it. So I think we've modernized Independence.
Yeah. Well, the truth is, what we've discovered is, and this is probably no surprise to anybody, it's not like it's a major scientific breakthrough. It's just studying how people learn. And we discovered, strangely enough, that if you do something on a regular basis, on and on again, you will get better at it.
Really?
I know, crazy,
Whoa.
right? So the whole idea of these 30-day challenges is you get a timed workout with the instructor that you do every single day. Now, you might say, hey, I even 10 minutes I have trouble doing, right? Because my schedule's busy. I got to drop the kids off. I got to go do this thing. I got to do this other thing. I got to cut the grass. I got to get my hair cut.
Your grass can wait. Right? I've gone 30 days without cutting the grass.
Agreed. Let the animals graze. But the whole idea is that because the way this whole challenge is set up, you can catch up on another day. You can do 2 or 3 a day when you have more time, or on the weekend, because it's Monday through Friday is when you're doing your work. Saturday, you can join us for a live session to chat with Estepario, get your questions answered. Sunday's a rest day. Sunday could be your power day to pick up on those things.
Well, that's the day to mow your lawn.
Oh,
mow your grass on Sundays, guys.
Right. So
yeah, we're gonna teach you a couple things of independence today. All right, so hopefully you have your sticks, or bring your studying mind, because I'm gonna maybe challenge you guys a little bit with your brains.
Your studying mind?
Yeah, your studying.
Okay.
Bring your mind to learn. But before we get into that, we're going to give some stuff away for the people who are watching live.
I'm glad you did that, because I was just going to say, before you do that, let's give something away.
Should we show this?
Please. We're really, really proud of these.
Yeah. Check this out. We're going to give this away here right now. Boom.
It looks like a scary pizza.
It's Estepario pizza, and pretty cool looking box.
What's in the box, Dave?
Let's open it up.
What's in the box?
All right, we got a quiet pad with Estepario, and if you flip it, boom.
Look at that.
So you got your hard surface and you got your soft surface. This is a cool pad. We only have a couple left. When we launched the course, the first 500 or so got one of these. Now we're down to the last couple dozen. So we're going to give this one away right now. Kyle, who's going to win this?
We're going to give that away. You're out there on YouTube. Your name is David Parga. David, congratulations. You have won one of these very exclusive and hard to get Estepario quiet pads. David, please email me at krad, K-R-A-D, @Drumeo. Thanks, guys.
Check out the inside of the
My
box.
email's not on there, but that's fine too. Email me at krad@drumeo.com, and we'll get that pad sent out to you. I need your address, so make sure you send that.
Check out the inside of the box.
Look at that.
We've really stepped up the game on the box, eh?
That's pretty cool.
Anyway, so
we're going to give away prizes kind of as we go along. Oh, one thing I didn't mention, we should mention this as well. So we're going to take some questions from you guys. Estepario will be joining us via a video. He couldn't be here today because apparently it's 3 o'clock in the morning right now in Spain.
Oh, there's no excuse.
I don't believe for a second he's sleeping.
Yeah, I'm going to call him after. I'll wake him up.
Thank you. But we're also going to see a bunch of the clips from the people that submitted to the social challenge we put out there. It was their Independence Challenge, which is how a person could win this drum kit, which we're going to announce live today.
Perfect.
Pretty cool, right? Now, Dave, before we do any of those other things, we should talk about what independence is. And do you want to cover maybe a little bit of what it is, Dave?
I mean, it's not a new thing.
No.
I mean, drummers know that independence is something everyone needs to have. If you want to actually play the drums, your right hand needs to be independent from your left hand, which needs to be independent from your right foot, which needs to be independent from your left foot. And generally speaking, the more independent you are, the more brain power you can use to actually making yourself sound good and fitting the song and anticipating what's next. A lot of times drummers get so caught up in, my hand can't do that, or I'm hitting my sticks together, or how the heck are you playing all 4 limbs at the same time? And then they're not thinking about the song. They're not thinking about what's coming up next. So it's really important for any drummer to work on independence. And the best thing about independence is you don't have to be behind a kit to practice it.
Yeah.
You know, I'm constantly tapping. I'm constantly trying new things out, just like that. Doing a little bit of a polyrhythm there. Oh, now you're getting a little spicy.
I don't know.
But in any case, there's so many different ways you can practice independence, but ultimately, when you get to your kit and you actually practice with music, that's going to be the best. There are so many great drummers out there that have also taken independence to a completely new level. Now, I remember even when I was young, and I'm not too old, but I started really focusing on drummers when I was...
Don't kid yourself. You're old.
Come on, Kyle, man.
Oh,
that's why I'm wearing a hat.
Trying to give you a compliment.
It's all grays. Yeah, I'm not used to compliments sitting in this seat. early to mid 90s, and like there were still unbelievable drummers back. There were unbelievable drummers back then, but compared to now, where Independence is at now, it's insane. I never thought people would be able to do the things that like Estepario is doing, or Thomas Lang for that matter. Like some of the stuff is just insane.
What we've seen over history, and just quickly to cover how this has come to where we are today, I wouldn't say Estepario is the most independent drummer. I don't know if there's such a thing. There are many drummers that have this insane level of independence. He's one of them. Alex Cohen.
Okay. Let me ask you, who are your top three? Do you think the most independent drummers of today right now are?
Oh, today?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to go Yoni Madar.
Oh, good call.
Alex Cohen.
Yeah.
And I might go with Ramon Montagnier. Montager? I'm sorry, I never get Ramon's name right. The thing is, it sort of developed in increments, right? We didn't just, it's like anything else. They didn't just go to the moon.
No.
First, they tried putting things in space first, right? So with Independence, we started, it came mostly out of the jazz idiom to learn how to improvise better. And it was really a big challenge at that point because no one really they had very basic independence, but we started really separating our limbs and doing all kinds of cool stuff. We realized, hey, we can make all kinds of cool sounds and shapes on the instrument. And so we had sort of this level that got bumped up in the 50s and 60s, and then it got bumped up in the 70s. Then we really saw a big jump after the New Breed came out, those really cool books, which we'll talk about in a bit. In the 80s and 90s with Dave Weckl and Vinnie Colaiuta and those guys. And then we go to the next step there where Thomas Lang comes out and blows the doors off of everything else you've ever seen. Whole new level. And now today, as my hand goes right out of frame, that's where we are now.
That's insane.
And the ceiling is endless. And
well, even when double bass came out, but before the left foot was specific for one thing, and then all of a sudden Louis Bellson and double bass became a thing, and now you're having to get both feet going. So to me, I would say my top three most independent drummers that I would say, probably Virgil Donati's got to be one of them. That guy's an animal. He can play anything. I would say Thomas Lang. I mean, what I like about Thomas is that he doesn't seem like he's trying ever. It's just it's symmetrical. It's pretty crazy to watch that guy play. And then I'd say Daphnis Prieto.
Great call. Yeah. So musical too.
So musical, that guy. So if you haven't checked out those drummers, go and look at them.
Okay, so let's see a brief history of independence in drumming, with some classic examples of some of our favorite drummers. Check out this clip. Amazing, right?
So if you don't know how hard what Alex Rudinger was doing there, that's hand to foot singles.
Yeah.
That's literally, and you could do this so you don't have to be at a kit. Right hand, right foot, left hand, left foot.
It's back and forth, right?
And make it sound good. It's so hard. He was blazing fast.
That is one of the
That's insane.
Simplest in example, hardest to execute.
Yeah.
That one is so simple to explain,
Yeah.
but so difficult to do. And you might be saying out there, okay, cool, I don't ever want to do any of those things in the drum kit. I don't want to sound very exciting on the drums. Why would I want to do that? I want to be boring. No, the whole thing is, The whole thing is that when you're working on independence, it opens up all these new avenues. The problem with independence study is that it can be very dry.
Yes.
It can be very difficult. It can be stressful. And it's because you're working on something that's hard and it's difficult. And it's very easy to get discouraged when you're doing that. So we started this journey back actually back in the 40s and 50s studying this. One of the books I don't have here, we just grabbed these 3 books out of the library today because these are classics. But syncopation is used a million different ways, but this is actually one of the first books used for learning independence because you would play a pattern with some of your limbs and you would just start reading one of these pages on that extra limb that you're working on.
Yeah.
Right? So you'd have to learn how to play a part and then add that to this. And you go, well, why am I working on this? But then eventually you play something that's really cool and you go, oh, how did that come out of my playing? It's all about the facility you'd learn. And then we go up in books and we go to like something like this, the Dave Black book, where we have sort of written out examples of all these patterns. And there's books like The New Breed and the Gary Chafee Patterns books. There's so many examples of 4-way independence books. And that's how a lot of these drummers have learned to get stronger, better, faster, and all those things. But we've changed how we learn.
Well, you know what the problem is with those books?
What's the problem with them, Dave?
They're boring.
They sure are.
I mean, you're sitting down, you're reading off of a page, and you're left for your own interpretation, and you're trying these things out. You don't know how they're supposed to sound. You're hoping that you're doing it right. I remember I was learning this one polyrhythm. It was a 4/7, and I was like practicing it on my on my tapping my body and my legs and stuff, and I was like, I got this. I totally got this. And I went down to play it, and my buddy's like, that's not even close. Because I didn't know if I was doing it right, and I'm practicing it wrong the whole time. So I really love kind of the evolution of, I mean, those books are still great. I'm not trying to rip on those books. I've used them, and I've learned a lot from them over the years. But I think the way that we do it now, just a little bit different, a little bit more engaging, a little bit more fun, and instant gratification playing along to music too. And a lot of times with what we try and do with our challenges inside of Drumeo is we try to match the music to what you're playing. I got a paradiddle challenge that I did where every time you can hear the note differentiation. So it's just much more fun to play and practice when you have tracks behind it instead of just a click track, like a cowbell going all the time, right? So
let's talk a little bit about what 30-day independence really is going to be. So the way it lays out, it's across a month, hence the name 30 days. You start on Monday with Estepario. Every day you unlock a new video. They release a new video each day, and it's going to build on what you worked on that first day, the second day, the third day, the fourth day, the fifth day. The next week, you're going to do something that's going to build on that. It's going to keep growing, getting a little bit harder, a little bit faster, but it's all contextual. There's a reason behind everything you're working on. The best thing is you get to do this along with your instructor, and because it's a challenge and you're taking it as the word we like to use these days is cohort. There's thousands of other drummers taking part in this as well. So as a community, you are working on this all together. So in the comment sections of the videos, you can leave a comment saying what you're having a difficult time with or you need help with. And your peers, your fellow drummers may have advice that will really help you. Because I guarantee you, what you think may be your unique problem is probably being shared by someone else. And one of the best things about drummers as a community is we love to help each other. So every day you'll have a new video. It's about a 10-minute workout each day. On Saturday, you get a live Q&A session. If you can't be there, that's okay. You can watch it later. But your questions will get answered. The most important, most key questions that come in each week will be answered by Estepario. And then Sunday is a relax, rest day. Chill out, do whatever it is you need to do. And then you start again next on the Monday. But here's the crazy thing. We're probably the only place in the world where you can learn and still win prizes.
Well, that's
so
right.
we incentivize you to do the work by giving away a prize each week. And the way that all you have to do to be eligible to win that prize is finish the week's work. Do your homework and you can win a prize.
Simple.
If they did that in school.
And the prize isn't you're going to be better at the drums. That's you will.
The other prize, of
Your
course.
prize is
like they say, Dave.
Self-satisfaction.
Like they say, maybe the prize was all the friends we learned along the way.
That's what it really is.
I don't know. But no, each week you're going to get a chance to win prizes. What are we offering for this cohort, for this challenge? It's going to be a prize pack, a swag pack from Estepario. So some of his really cool merch, the Groove Father t-shirt, hat, signed drum head, some sticks. We're going to give away with his partner brands. Meinl has offered up a really cool crash cymbal one of the weeks.
Cool.
We're going to give away one of our swag packs with our in-ears and our practice pads and our other hardware and cool practice accessories. And the grand prize this time is a Estepario signature snare drum from Varus.
That's cool.
How cool is that? And
That's
all you
cool.
got to do is do the work. It's amazing.
And we have a clip that I want to show.
Yeah.
So we can give an example of what you'll see inside. This is about, 60 or 30% of one of the lessons. It's like 3 minutes long.
A little less than that.
Each lesson is usually around 10 minutes long. But here, check this out. This is giving you a little sample of what's inside.
Hi everyone, welcome to 30-Day Independence. My name is Estepario and I am your drum teacher for the next 30 days. Thank you for choosing me to help you with your drumming independence.
So right now, we are just going to transition to the stack. Not a big deal, I will count you in. We're going to do that by hitting the crash with our left hand, for example, just because we already know how to do it. I will count you in, and we will move to the stack. Come on. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, for some of you, this is going to be already easy because you've been practicing hard the whole week. So I'm gonna just try to demonstrate different ways that you could orchestrate this to make it more challenging. Because you can change or move the leading hand from one cymbal to the other using any pattern that you can think about. Let's do groups of 4. Come on. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. We can also use groups of 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 1, 2, 2. We could do 1 and 1.
And that's it, man.
That's simple.
You get to do it together and take your time. You know, if it's too much, slow it down, pause, get the thing happening, bring it into shape, and connect with the video again. It's amazing. All the control you can have. And to get to work along with Estepario, he says some pretty fun stuff. This is just one small clip of it. He has some really great ideas on how to do things. And I love the fact that though we structured these things very carefully, some of the ideas he came up with while filming were on the spot. So he's like,
cool.
oh, here's an idea you could do with this. And that's really a lot of fun because it's whatever that example is inspiring him to do.
That's
and then,
sweet.
you know, you can do the same thing. So that's what 30-Day Independence looks like, feels like. A lot of great comments in the chat, Dave. Speaking of that, let's give away some prizes before we do anything else.
Sure.
Let's give away, I don't have access to that practice pad. Oh, here it is. I do. We're going to give away another one of these practice pads. Let's do 2 more of these.
Sure.
Right now, just going to do rapid fire. All right, Joe Swaim. Congratulations. You have won one of these very hard to get Estepario practice pads. I understand they're selling on the black market.
Are they already on there?
Yeah, they're on the black market for untold amounts of money.
Well, you got one for free, bud.
Joe Swaim, email me at krad@drumeo.com with your address. We will send you one of these awesome pads. And while I'm at it, let's also send one to Scrib.
You have to wet your lips for that one. Scrib. Congratulations.
Same thing. Email me, krad, K-R-A-D, @drumeo.com with your address, and we will send you one of these special contraband practice pads.
Cool.
All right. So the next thing we should talk about, Dave.
Well, it's actually teaching something.
Well, we're going to get to that in a second.
Oh. I moved here prematurely.
Skipped ahead.
All right.
Because you're excited.
I'm excited.
You're super excited. Actually, I might put you in the spot for a sec.
Okay.
Just a little bit.
All right.
Okay, so a couple weeks ago on the Drumeo social channels, so your Instagrams and your, I don't even know where else they put it. What else is out there these days? TikToks, Instagrammies. There's probably a couple other places. Twitters. X. Oh, that's right, yeah.
OnlyFans. Wherever you put it.
No judgment. We put out an Independence challenge. And so the whole idea was you had to submit yourself playing the challenge. Brandon played this exact drum set to show off how to do it.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, and he played, it's basically a samba.
Okay.
If you want, you can pick a kit that doesn't have a cowbell on it right now.
Oh, sure.
On this awesome Strata Prime.
I guess I got to press
Just press a button. No, you can, okay, you can do that too.
Deep dark perch.
It's new. Yeah. Oh.
Kyle.
Just press the knob. Boop. Oh, okay,
Do
leave
I have
it.
to save the changes? Sure, I'll save the changes.
Well, we'll see what happens. In case you're wondering if this is live, now you know for sure.
Yes.
We like to do things live. It's lots of fun. All right, so basically all you had to do, not that it's easy, all you had to do was play a samba. So that's got four-way independence. What are you doing?
There we go. I
You
got
it. Oh, yeah, sure you do. Okay, so Dave,
we
can
go.
you play for me a basic samba? You maybe build it up with your feet starting there and add.
Sure. So you got that.
Kick drum, yep.
I chose the wrong kit for that,
That's
but
pretty close.
That's the idea, right?
That's the idea.
Was that the exercise? That
Very,
you did,
very
the
close to
challenge?
what it was, yeah.
Very close, okay.
Yeah, so basically the challenge was to submit a video of you playing that on anything. It didn't have to be in a drum kit, it could be on anything. So we're gonna show some of the clips of the finalists, and we're gonna send prizes to all those finalists. They're probably gonna get a practice pad as well.
Oh, cool.
But let's see 3 of those finalists now. So I'm just gonna rattle off the names first, and then we're gonna show this clip. So we've got Guido Core, Palm Sunday, and Alan 10. Check out these submissions for the Independence Challenge.
Dude, I can't. This guy set up a freaking drum kit on his toilet.
Yeah,
Man, that's called real independence if you're able to do that. And then,
Five-way
you know, the best part about, like I said in the beginning of this stream, is that you don't need a kit to practice. They were doing all of that. One person was on like this tabletop desk thing or something like that.
Yeah.
Very cool, though.
and I saw on that shirt, it said, I think El Shirota, which I have no idea what that is. In my head, all I'm hearing is
Yeah.
El Shirota. So I have no idea. I may have offended an entire group of people. I have no idea. I apologize if I did. But that's what it made me do.
That's
what
hilarious.
happens.
Those are great submissions. So those are the finalists?
Yeah, those are some of the finalists. We're going to show a few different clips as we go. Those finalists will receive one of these really cool practice pads as we go along.
Very
But
cool.
Dave, since we're talking about independence and you're sitting in a drum set,
Let's do it.
did you dial up your special drum set? Yay!
I did. That's the best part about electric kits is
No
if you
kidding.
want a left foot cowbell, you just program it.
So Dave is playing today this beautiful, luxuriant flagship Alesis Strata Prime drum kit. This is brand new on the market. It's kind of like a month. We've had the great fortune to have had this in the shop for a while.
So nice.
It is incredibly awesome for a million reasons. Brand new module design. It actually is running BFD drum sounds, which are an awesome sound set of samples. They actually custom made all the kits in this thing. It's a touch screen. It's
like an iPad.
It's unbelievable how
Pretty cool.
they really, really spent a lot of time, energy, and I will say love in designing this. We had a good chance to spend some time with the head designer for this drum kit, and he is a drummer like all of us and wanted to come up with the kit that he wanted. And I think he got it. So
Yeah,
if you
nice.
have not had a chance to check out a Strata Prime yet, and you're looking for a good electronic drum kit, it is not the most expensive kit in the world. It's far from it. But I would put it right up alongside those ones.
Oh,
So,
very nice.
sorry for the sales pitch, but I only
Let's
only
get
tell
to
what
it,
I
guys.
think
Let's
about
get to it.
something, what I like. So, Dave, you're going to show us one of your favorite independence exercises.
Yeah, well, it's not really like an exercise. It's more like a challenge because you can do it to whatever groove you play. But when I practice independence, I like to practice stuff that's very applicable, things that will, impact everything you play. And so I'm not like, breaking new ground here. All I'm talking about is my left foot. And a lot of times when drummers play, they keep their left foot down, and they don't do much. They
Boring.
don't do much with their left foot. And when I was playing in bands, I always wanted to have something going on there. And a lot of times we'd have, the singer maybe play cowbell or tambourine or something like that. I'm like, I want to be able to do that myself. So what I'm going to present you here is something that you may have actually caught in Estepario's demo that he was doing. He had his left foot playing on the upbeats, on the ands. Now, normally when you do start with your left foot, you usually play it on the quarter notes, and I have a cowbell here, so it's easier to hear, but quarter notes is just 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so that's step 1. Most of you watching this, if you've been playing for even a couple months, you probably have your left foot doing something, even if it's tapping along. So start with that. Now, when you're playing a song, it doesn't really add too much. It kind of reinforces the groove. So I went one step further. Instead of playing it on the quarter notes, I play it on the upbeat or the and. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. And what it does is, first off, it kind of locks everything you're playing in place. So if you're listening to a groove, and I'll show you an example of before and after, you'll notice that by having that anchor there gives you something to kind of like bob your head to. Not only that, but everything you do play, it kind of fits it into your own pocket. Rather than you're comparing your groove to like the bass and the guitar player that's playing around you, now you're kind of comparing it to your own kind of percussive part, which is going to be that cowbell. And if you don't have an electric kit, try going and looking for one of those little mounts that you can put a cowbell on, because it adds so much. But I'm just going to play a very basic groove, your money beat, all right? And then I'm going to introduce the left foot on the up beats. Now, I want you guys to try this at home. You all know the money beat. It's just, right? Tap that on your desk right now. Get away from your keyboard. Stop typing comments about how awesome Kyle looks. But just try this out. Now, I'll bring in, after 4 or so bars, I'm going to bring in the cowbell, and you'll just hear how much better it sounds. Here we go. All right, so already just gave it that little bit. That's not easy to do, okay? So if you're a beginner, it's gonna take maybe a couple weeks to really get that down. But if you're an advanced intermediate drummer, you might be thinking, okay, well, that's normal. I can do that. Show me something interesting. Well, here's the challenge. I want you to keep this going with whatever beat you play. So start with this. Play your go-to groove. Not what I just did there, your go-to groove. So say it's this. Okay, so you got that in your head, you're playing it. Now try adding your up foot or your left foot on the upbeats. Okay, that's getting there. You're cooking. Try to do that with multiple beats. Whatever groove you're playing, maybe swing it a bit. So you see how all of a sudden it's becoming a little bit more challenging. You want to get to the point where this isn't something you even think about. It just happens. When I'm in my car driving, I'm tapping my foot all the time. But what I tried to start doing is tapping on the upbeats with my left foot. Because then intrinsically, you're just starting to feel that upbeat pulse instead of the downbeat all the time. And you're getting your left foot to do it. So there's so many ways you can practice this. You don't need to be at the kit. Last part of this is to do it within your fills. Playing it in a groove is one thing, but whenever you do a fill, you usually stop. You stop your foot and you just play your fill, get back into it. And then you got, okay, was it on the up? Oh, okay, no, I missed it. I got to go on the next bar. Try to keep that going consistently, something like this. Yeah, that's it. That's like it. That's not. It's like keeping that anchor, keeping that independence there, trying to like taking it out of your forefront and just tap it. And I can do that while you're talking too. So if I were to set my tempo as 1, 2, 3, 4. So when you really know you've got something down independently is when you can actually have a conversation and you can keep that going. And this isn't the 1. Remember, this is the upbeat of the 1. So if I were to play, and then I stop, I can chat with you, Kyle, see what's going on, check the weather. I can maybe change my kit, maybe do a text message, and then back into it. So that's my challenge to you. It's nothing crazy. It's nothing out of the box or anything like that, but I find that's so applicable. And when I see some drummers, what they're practicing independence-wise, but yet they can't quite do that yet, I'm like, okay, maybe you should check what you're doing. Give that a shot. Try it out. If you have an electric kit, do what I did, and I just changed my hi-hat setting to a cowbell. Now I've got this percussive kit set up, and it's great.
Chat thinks it's great. There's a lot of folks, a lot of positive comments.
Good, I'm glad.
And truly, you might be saying to yourself, well, I don't know where I'd use that. That's not really the objective here. It's to develop. It's to develop that. It's to develop that improved coordination. That's just going to improve your sense of time. It improves your body. It improves the way you feel when you're playing the drums. It really makes a big difference because you're incorporating all of your limbs, and it's just that much more anchored.
And remember, I'm only using a cowbell to emphasize it on a hi-hat. It just adds something subtle, especially when you go into a chorus. I use it a lot in a chorus because you're usually rocking your hats in the verse. Then you go to the chorus and the whole hi-hat frequency is gone. But if you keep it subtly in there and you're able to ride on that crash or whatever, it just keeps that pulse going. It's really cool.
Before we go on to see some more of the contest submissions, Dave, can you turn your head to the right?
My right?
Perfect. Okay, now if you look really close, you can see Dave is wearing our Drumeo in-ears. I was going to do this, but I'm wearing something special today, but I can't show you guys.
Okay.
Stay tuned, though. Something might be happening. I don't know. Anyways, Dave is modeling our awesome Drumeo eardrum in-ear monitors. They're beautiful. They're blue. They sound awesome. Tens of thousands of people can't be wrong, I would say. I want to give away 2 sets of those right now to some people out there. So congratulations to, Fun with Fun Guy, or Fun with Fungi. Congratulations, you have won a set of our Drumeo in-ears. Email me at krad@drumeo.com, and I'll get those sent out to you right away. And also, I'm going to give away a set to Goblin Drummer.
Yeah, Goblin Drummer.
Same thing, Goblin Drummer. Email me at krad@drumeo.com with your address. We'll get you a set of the Drumeo in-ears triple driver in-ear monitors sent out. Yes, Dave?
What time is it? Do I have time to do one more challenge for like the more advanced drummers or intermediate drummers?
Can you do it in 2 minutes?
Probably not.
Hang on. Well, you know what? We're live. Do you guys want to see another challenge from Dave?
That's not my challenge, but I'm going to present it anyway.
Here's what we're going to do. I'm going to show the next batch of performances, and then we'll see if they want you to do that.
All right.
We'll let them decide.
Oh, that's never good.
Again, well, maybe we'll see how good your teaching was. Here is the next batch of finalists from the Independence Challenge. Benny Bravo drums, Svenja loves drums, and I don't know, Sigulia M1 Lan. I'm sorry. Here we go.
That last one was super cute.
Super cool.
Getting his daughter on the kit, tapping along with it.
So you're gonna have to wait for Dave to do another one of these down the road. We'll save it for next time.
Yeah, the time got away from us. We still got other things to do here.
I think you were too slow in your explanation of the first one.
Oh, Kyle. Kyle. Or it wasn't your Strata Prime sales pitch.
That was that. It was that. It was definitely that. Which you can get at any of your local music shops. Anyways, I have to make sure our friends at Alesis see this because no, I'm kidding. Yeah. All right. I do want to share a really cool clip. Estepario took the time out of his day. He's a very busy schedule. And he wanted to send a little message to everybody about this course and why he thinks it's important. I thought that was really great. So why hear it from us? Here is a clip from Estepario talking about why this course is important and why he wants you to be a part of it.
Hey there, guys. How are you doing? It's me, Estepario, and I just wanted to take a minute of your time to talk a little bit about the course. So first things first, thank you for allowing me to be your drum teacher. I really appreciate it, and I really hope we have a lot of fun together. And of course, thanks to Drumeo for allowing me to develop a course like this on their platform. That being said, I would like to inspire you a little bit before we get the course going. In my opinion, independence is the best skill when it comes down to drumming. If you're very good at independence, it doesn't matter who you're talking with, Eloy Casagrande, Chris Cole, Eric Moore, whatever. If you start playing weird independence stuff, they are going to be like, what? And that I like, because that means a couple things. That means it is challenging for everybody, and that also means that there is still a lot to be explored, and it's not the skill that most of the drummers in this world worry about. We are constantly worrying about speed, accuracy, endurance, or whatever, but no one seems to think about independence. We only use it for jazz, Latin jazz, these kind of claves and patterns, and I say, no. There are way more possibilities than that. And I have explored them, not only on YouTube, but also on my socials. You have been watching me perform weird grooves. I wouldn't say complicated, I would say weird. Grooves where I'm keeping the time on the offbeat with my left feet. Grooves where my hands are performing different ostinatos, etc. And they may seem hard. Oh man, they are not. They are just new. And that means that you can explore them with me. And actually, that's what we are going to do. So on 30-Day Independence, you will explore all of those patterns with me. And by doing that, you will realize that once you start paying more attention to independence, you will be able to express yourself properly. Or at least better than you used to. So with all of that being said, I just wanted to say how excited I am for starting this little journey with all of you. Of course, remember that you are going to find me every Saturday just in case you got any doubts about the things that we are working on the kit. So again, thank you so much for sharing your time with me, and I'm looking forward to see you all guys inside of the course. Cheers, guys. Bye.
Awesome.
Man, I really look forward to seeing this course and how it all works out. He was a real pleasure to work with to create this whole series that we're going to do with him.
Totally. And if you guys are already members of Drumeo, don't worry, it's already included. So you're going to get free access to it. So you can either sign up for a membership or you can buy this just standalone if you don't want any kind of recurring payment. We do have it. Just go to drumeo.com. All the details are there. But you got until May 6th. We're actually starting on May 6th. And I'd really love to see you there. I think it's going to be a really cool experience. And if you don't like it, Dan, we'll just give you your money back. You don't care.
And there's two options. You can buy just this package, which is this course, and you get a pair of sticks. Or you can become a member for a year. You get a bunch of really cool, you get a practice pad, pad stand.
I just said that.
You didn't say specifically what it was.
Oh yeah, fair enough. Fair enough.
I just thought I would add to it. I wasn't trying to completely steamroll you, maybe a little.
Sorry, I'm defensive. I'm used to Jared sitting here, so I'm just like kind of on edge here a little bit.
In case you're wondering where Jared is.
No one knows.
No one knows.
No one knows. We haven't known for the last couple months. We think he still works
here.
We've
been seeing pictures of a chateau in France. That's all we know.
That's all we know.
And speaking of that, in case you're wondering where Brandon and Dylan are, last time I saw it, they were somewhere.
Are we allowed to announce
I can say where they are.
Oh, okay.
They're in the U.S.
Okay. Yeah.
No, they're in California.
They're shooting a really cool drummer.
They're in a recording studio.
He's a legend.
Shooting a legendary drummer. That
Filming, not shooting, like filming.
Thanks for clarifying. It's an artist we've never worked with.
Yeah, we've never
That's
filmed
all
this
I'll say.
person, and we've wanted to for a long time. So that's really cool.
Yeah.
It's coming up.
We don't want to get the authorities involved. That's enough, I think they'll get from that. Okay, let's see our last batch of contest submissions. Then we're going to get into the ones, the
actual
two
winners.
runner-ups and the winner. Yeah. So one more batch. These are our honorable mentions. They will get one of these cool practice pads. So let's see this clip. This is going to have Brett Kluwer drums, Ben Polka, and Vladislav Nemenizov. I'm sorry, I got that totally wrong, but check out these clips.
That's so cool.
There's a couple of, I would say, added embellishments on a few of those.
I love
Extra
it.
points.
I love the fact that it's showing that same pattern across multiple different kits. That last one, bongos and a little shaker, and
Right?
he had something on his foot too to get. It was really cool. And then was it Ben Polka, who had like an extra tom thing with his right hand in there? Man, alive, and that was really cool to see. We got to do more of these challenges. I want to see more people from around the world.
We should do more of them. Yeah, very cool.
Yeah.
Let's answer a few questions from the folks. There's been some stuff coming in as we've been going along.
Okay.
And I thought we should cover them because, hey, why not? That's why we're here.
Okay, let's do it.
A question came in from Raphael, says, do you think I'll be able to pull off some grooves like that by the end of Estepario's challenge too? So referring to some of the more advanced
Stuff that I was playing, or the stuff that
some of that stuff, yeah.
You know, the thing is with this is like it's not actually crazy advanced independence. You've seen Estepario videos. It's not going to the extreme level that he's at. It's very applicable. So I strongly believe if you do the actual course and you see and you're able to complete what he's going through, you are going to have more facility to do stuff like that. And the left foot thing that I just showed, that's a huge part of his course. In fact, the clip that we showed, if you watch this in the archives and you scrub back to it, you'll see that that's what he's doing. It's on the upbeats, right? So there's a whole section in there just for that. Yeah, you're going to have a completely new set of facility. But to also keep in mind, it's only 30 days too. If you like it, you can increase the tempo. You can go through it twice. There's more things you can do inside of Drumeo. Once you're done that, there's more advanced independence exercises that we have. So there's a lot of places you can take it from there, but you're going to get a lot from it.
Ben Polka is actually in the chat.
Oh, congrats, man. That
Nice
was a killer
play.
video. Very cool.
Very cool. A couple of more questions here. Ali Q asks, do you think that beginner intermediate drummers should have a routine they practice every day or focus more on one area, one idea at a time?
My suggestion is that every day, if you can, get some pad work in. The muscles in your hands and your fingers are going to be what carry you through the rest of your drumming career. So the more you can get just working on the fundamentals, I guess you can say. I wouldn't necessarily say you have to have a specific routine you go through. If it helps you get actually playing more, do it. I know some people use that as a method as this is how I'm going to practice. I'm going to go through my routine. But singles, doubles, and paradiddles on the pad. If you can spend 20 minutes a day type of thing, if you can do 20 minutes a day on the pad, do it. That's what I would suggest. Yeah.
A question from Sharon J says, do you think people that are ambidextrous have an advantage? Is it more natural to them? I would say maybe a little bit at first. I'm a little bit ambidextrous. I was born left-handed, but had to learn to do everything right-handed, mainly because my mother thought I shouldn't be left-handed.
Yeah, you golf left-handed.
I golf left-handed. I play hockey left-handed. I write right-handed. I play drums right-handed. but I can play open-handed, but I don't often. And my brother always thought that was a huge advantage. And I'm like, I don't really think so, because at the end of the day, it's specific neural pathways that you have to program for doing different things independently. And even though you might have a better idea to start separating a couple of limbs, it's still how you combine the whole thing. And one of the best pieces of advice I ever got when practicing exercises like what Dave played and what Estepario is doing is make music with what it is. Make it sound like music. Whatever that exercise is, it should never sound just like a static exercise. Find where the music inside that exercise is. Even if it's a really technical exercise, once you've mastered it, you can make music out of it. And that is where you want to get to with anything. And I don't think it makes any difference whether or not you have, a right-hand advantage, left-hand advantage. Nobody seems to have a weak foot advantage. That seems to be the case. I've never met a person where they had their feet as perfect out of the gate. So I think that's sort of where it all comes together and or falls apart at the same time.
Then you get a guy like Baby Boy Drummer, though, who's like 4 years old and he didn't have 10 hours. Anyway, move on. Next question.
One last question from Dan Learns Drums. Great name. Says, I've read that independence is really just learning a library of patterns between your limbs. Any truth to that?
Okay, so here's the deal. You can learn independence by memorizing patterns, but you got to ask yourself, is it really independent if you're just going through your library? Because when you're on stage with another band and you are inspired to play something, or if you want to do something that pulls on that facility, a lot of times if you can't do that just because it's not exactly what you practice, it doesn't really mean you're independent, right? It just means you've memorized a pattern. And this is where the difference between, and this is why, like, when you orchestrate those patterns around things, you try them at different tempos, you change them up just a little bit. That's when you start developing the creativity around there and actually truly being independent. The last thing I'll say is, if you are going to go that route, try to get to the spot. I mentioned it when I was doing my exercises where I was talking through it. If you can actually speak and have a conversation with someone, or maybe recite, I don't know, your favorite poem, or recap like an episode of Seinfeld that you watched while you're doing it, that's when you know it's actually built in and you can actually use your brain power to focus on something else. Because when you're playing on the kit, there's so many things coming in. You've got the sound of the music that's actually coming out of your kit. You have the sound of the instruments around you. You're trying to figure out where you are in the song, anticipating how many bars before the fill and how many bars is that fill. So many things are happening, and if you can only allocate a certain amount of brain power or bandwidth to it, you're not going to be able to play as good as you can. So the more independent you are, the less bandwidth you have to use to actually keep your limbs going, and then you can focus more on the sound, what you're going to do next, and how you can manipulate what you're playing to emphasize the song a little bit more.
Amazing. Super cool.
Yeah.
All right, I feel like giving away one more prize before we get into the grand winners from that contest. So for those of you out there, I'm going to give one more prize. I'm feeling a little spicy, though. So I'm going to give away one of these practice pads and a set of in-ears. Those ones, not these ones. I'm going to give that away to, at least.
YouTube or YouTube? YouTube. All right.
YouTube. It's going to go to Mandy McMillan. Congratulations, Mandy. You've won a practice pad and a set of Drumeo in-ears. Please email me at krad, K-R-A-D, at drumeo.com, and we'll get that sent out to you as soon as we possibly can. All right. Let's get into the finalists, the prize winners from the Independence Challenge that we put out there to the internets. So we're going to see two runners-up.
Okay, hold on. Before we get into
Go ahead.
Are the runners-up the ones that we've already shown? Are they part of that group?
Nope.
Or, nope. So these are new?
Yep.
Okay. So we have two runners-up and one grand prize winner.
Yeah, so we'll do them one at a time because we're fair. They deserve that. So first up, we're going to see Crystal Brennis. I hope I got that right. Crystal's going to win a free enrollment to 30-Day Independence for this submission. Check out this awesome video.
Congratulations.
Digging
Congrats,
it.
yeah.
Confident. Loved it.
She knew that she understood the assignment.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
This one, I will say, this one didn't win. This might be my favorite video.
But they got runner-up.
Yeah, they got runner-up.
So they got free entry.
As close as they get. No, this person's going to get, they're going to get the practice bundle. So they're going to get the Independence course, They're going to get a practice pad, stand, and drumsticks.
And the winner is?
The winner of that is AE Carpentry. Check out this submission.
Congratulations.
Oh.
Did he actually play it though? Was it actually there? That was super creative.
Yeah, I did not choose these.
Well,
Let me be clear.
I mean, it's a good thing he won because he needs.
The Drumeo panel chose these.
He needs that. He also needs a kit. He should have won a kit. Yeah, that's awesome. Very creative, but I couldn't hear the left hand in there. It was not level.
Was it not moving?
It was. Get it?
Oh,
Get it?
The level wasn't up.
The level
wasn't there.
up enough.
Oh, I get it. That's pretty good.
Yeah. Okay, there you go. Thank you.
go.
Thank you. The internet's hating me.
All right. Now, speaking of badoom, it is time to give away this Alesis Strata Prime drum kit. We are giving away actually this drum set. What?
In the chat,
Oh, dear.
that was a drummer for Tool.
Who's that?
Yeah, that person wins a prize. Bishop. Oh gosh, Bishop Poof Pop Troy. Bishop of Troy. Bishop of Troy. I did it. Congratulations. That was a great comment. Great joke. So
I'm gonna. You know what? I'm gonna get you enrolled in 30-day independence. Bishop of Troy.
Yeah, Bishop
Email
of
me
Troy.
at krad@drumeo.com. We'll get you hooked up with part of that course. So there you go. $100 value.
Okay, well, let's do the grand prize.
All right, so the grand prize winning this kit. And I want to make it clear, you're going to win this one. When we say win this kit, usually it means you're going to win a kit like this.
Yeah, it's got my cowbell
No, it's
kit
actually going to win this one.
Yeah.
So
all my sweat.
we're gonna box her all back up. We'll get it all freshly shined up. Maybe if you want to get Dave's autograph, we can do that for you.
That's like a $3,500 kit.
I think it's at least that. Yeah.
$4,000 US, something like that dollar kit. So it's a great prize, and we'll ship it for free.
Yeah, we will.
Yeah. Okay.
So the
wish
grand
there was a
prize
drum
winner,
roll.
we're going to see a video. Yep.
All right, you ready?
So,
Should we show the video first and then we'll say the name after?
sure.
Yeah.
So here is the grand prize winning entry for the Independence Challenge. Check it out.
Congratulations.
Congratulations, that's Daniel Hagerle. Congratulations, you have won this amazing drum kit. That is so incredible.
You know, I would have picked him on the little toy truck or whatever that was, and then when you went to the practice pack kit and the full kit, well done, man. Very cool. Now you got an electric kit to supplement that toy truck that you have.
Yeah, very clearly someone who is very passionate about their drumming and will do amazing things with that if they keep up what they're doing. Yeah, the little car was really cool. I thought that was really great. Sounded good.
Beep.
All right, so that's it, everybody. That's what we're doing today. Thank you all so much for hanging out today. If you thought this was cool and you want to be a part of what's going on here with 30-Day Independence, you can still join. Go over to drumeo.com. You get two choices. You can pick the course only, or you can pick to be a member with our amazing some bazillion thousand. How many members do we have, Dave? We have like
thousands and tens of thousands.
Thousands and thousands.
Tens of thousands.
Come hang out with us. There's all kinds of great stuff to do. And, just come hang out with us. Remember, if you do this challenge,
10 minutes.
you can win stuff.
You can win stuff. You get to hang out with all these drummers. You get to learn something really cool. And it's a really cool modern way of approaching independence, which, I mean, we've been doing lessons for 20 years.
And most importantly, it'll make you a better drummer.
Yeah, that's the byproduct. Right?
Yeah,
it's
all of that.
It's all about the coolness first, and the byproducts are going to get better at the drums. Hey, huge thanks to everyone who was involved in the stream, for you guys watching at home, for our team in the back, Chris and Shaq, and people back out in Winnipeg, Aaron Edgar, Aaron Graham, Brandon Taves. There's so many people that I'm probably missing here. Marcel, everyone, Tyson for helping me with the kit setup. Huge thanks that wouldn't happen. And to our moderators, too, in the community. You've all helped us out quite a bit. We wouldn't be able to do this kind of stuff without you. And I know this is not right for me to say because this is going in the archives, but and it's geo-specific, but go Canucks go, okay? Playoff game tonight, all you Canuck fans are watching. And that's it from me, man.
And that's it for me. I think I'm going to leave the last word. Let's watch one of the Estepario's trailers on the way out. Everybody have yourselves a great weekend. We'll see you again next time. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
You are stuck. You have played the drums for months, maybe years, and you can do the basics, but you keep playing the same beats and feels over and over again. Independence will take you to the next level.